This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all of our viewers and listeners tuning in with us here on INCRadio Texas Satellite Studio. It is currently 9:00 p.m. Central Standard Time here in Austin, Texas, and I'm here with my co-host, Sister Wendy. Sister Wendy, how are you tonight?
Doing well. Thank you for asking, Brother Justin. And yes, hi, everyone. Thank you for viewing tonight. I am Sister Wendy from local of Houston. Really excited to be here. We have a lot of amazing content relating to Corpus Christi. And so, of course, we're not here alone. I'm going to hand it over to Sister Kat. How's everything there in Corpus Christi?
Howdy, Sister Wendy, and howdy, Brother Justin. We're here in the coastal city of Corpus Christi, Texas, the sparkling city by the sea. And with me today, we have our pioneering members of Corpus Christi local congregation. I'll introduce to you Brother Ray Wong, our head deacon, Brother Don Kayabyab, one of our other head deacons, and Brother Raul Ayas, one of our other head deacons. And we are going to introduce Brother Ray, our head deacon, to talk about what are the unique characteristics of Corpus Christi. We actually celebrated our 10-year anniversary. And so that's we just wanted to say hello to everyone.
Wow, it's really wonderful to see all these brethren here, Sister Kat. I know that we definitely have a lot more coming soon. I'm just curious, Sister Wendy, have you ever been to Corpus Christi? It's been a while since I've been there. I don't know if you've been there.
I have not. It's definitely been on my list of must-visit places, especially I've been hearing so many amazing things about it. When was the last time you were there, Brother Justin?
I think it was about, I'd say, I was going to say 2 years ago, because that's when I had because that's when my family and I had a vacation over there. And like what Sister Cass said, it is a coastal city, but I was actually there last year, several months ago. It was actually for an INC giving activity in celebration of the district's 24th anniversary. I think I could be wrong, but yeah, I remember going there, and some of the brethren that I was with. It was our first time there, going to Corpus Christi. I know that there are a lot of viewers and listeners out there who have not yet been to Corpus Christi. So I think that this is a perfect opportunity to show all of our viewers and listeners exactly what Corpus Christi is like. We actually have a video presentation for that. So Kuya Tech, whenever you're ready, we'd like to see that.
Texas, a city where the sea meets the sky, offering breathtaking beaches, rich history, and top attractions like the USS Lexington, the Texas State Aquarium, and the Salina Museum. But beyond its coastal charm, the city, whose name means Body of Christ, is also a home to a thriving community of faith. For over 10 years, the Iglesia ni Cristo, or Church of Christ, has been a steadfast presence in Corpus Christi. Through initiatives like the INC Giving Project, members have extended kindness to those in need, volunteering for food drives, community cleanups, and acts of service that uplift lives. With Care for Humanity, the church has provided vital assistance to families in need, offering relief packages, free medical services, and support to the most vulnerable. The church's missionary works continue to spread the words of God, bringing more people closer to faith. In Corpus Christi, as in congregations worldwide, members remain devoted to strengthening their spiritual lives and helping others do the same. As the Iglesia ni Cristo marks a decade in Corpus Christi, it stands as a beacon of faith and community, an enduring light in a city named the Body of Christ.
Wow, that's amazing. It's nice seeing how happy, how active the brethren are in how they are over there in Corpus Christi. So I just want to know. So Sister Kat, so what can you tell us about the local and also these guests that you have with you right now?
Thank you, Brother Justin. So, Corpus Christi, Texas, while we are a smaller congregation, we have a lot of heart. And for the past more than a decade, the brethren here have really been dedicating themselves in sharing their faith as well as participating in community service activities. And if I would like to go ahead and introduce once again our head deacon, Brother Ray. Brother Ray, could you tell us about how the congregation of Corpus Christi got started and also some of the unique characteristics?
Oh, yeah. First, we started as when military families moved here, thanks to them, and then followed by our brethren in the medical field, like the nurses, and then we started small, and we used to hold our worship, conduct our worship service in the house of the Lucero family. And then when we finally found this old building, it's a building built in the 1920s. So we were so blessed. We got approval for it to become our own chapel. So we did the renovation back then in 2014 with the approval of the church administration. And the renovation that we did won us an award from the city's historical preservation society. So that was a great blessing to us as well.
Thank you, Brother Ray. And next to him is our second head deacon, Brother Don Kayabia. Brother Don, can you tell us how your family came to choose Corpus Christi as a place to settle?
Yeah, well, when we arrived here back in 2006, my wife is a nurse, and I remember when we started here, we have attend the worship service back in Aransas, one the house of deacons, Brother Rene Lucero, and after that we moved here in this very beautiful place, and we fix it, and now we are here. We're very thankful for that.
Thank you so much, Brother Don. And that was a great uh, journey for settling here. And next to me over here, and I'll give the microphone, we have Brother Raul, who Brother Raul, what was your reason for moving here to Corpus Christi and choosing this place?
Uh, Wife is a nursing field.
Oh, she's in the nursing field.
Yes.
And like many, like Brother Don and Brother Ray, their spouses were also in the nursing field. So medical field was definitely one of the reasons for coming here. However, Brother Raul has a unique profession which he specializes in. And this is a special city for him to come to. Can you tell us about your profession?
I'm a fisherman, and this place is perfect for its mini fishing spot.
That's true. Actually, Corpus Christi is one of the top fishing destinations here in Texas. So this was a perfect place for that industry. Thank you, Brother Raul. Brother Justin, Sister Wendy.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing that with us, Sister Kat. It seems like there's a lot of rich history over there in Corpus Christi. It's not just as much as a vacation spot, but also seems a lot of history both in the city and in the local congregation. Don't you think, Sister Wendy?
Yeah, I would agree. And it was amazing to hear that the current building, it was built back in 1920. And then it came a really long way from where it started to now. I'm also really amazed to hear that Corpus Christi is actually a top fishing destination. I've never fished before, but hey, when I make it to Corpus Christi, I will know to contact Brother Raul to give me a few tips and tricks about that. What
Yeah.
about you, Brother Justin?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm still learning how I can find my way around. I'm not so sure about fishing, but but now that we've talked about that, let's go ahead and talk to some more of our brethren here in Corpus Christi. So, Sister Kat. So, who are some of the wonderful brethren that we have now?
Thank you, Brother Justin, Sister Wendy. And definitely you should come down. If you're not a fisher person, you can actually come swimming or do other tours as well. Now we have a new set of friends that are here with us that have joined us today. Including our head deacon, Brother Ray Wong, we have Brother Gary Henneke, one of our newest members here in Corpus Christi, Texas, and also Sister Vanessa, one of our local secretaries here in our congregation. And so, I wanted to talk about how this is 10 years that we're celebrating having had our chapel dedicated. And like Brother Ray Wong mentioned earlier, there was a unique characteristic about our chapel building. Brother Gary, who's a realtor, can you elaborate on that, Brother Gary?
Sure. First, I'd like to give a shout out to the Peña Hojas family listening in Quezon Province. Uh, our building, you're not seeing too much of it, but it's actually 12,000 square feet of building. The original chapel was built in 1922, and our main chapel that we use today for our services was built in 1943. So we've got plenty of space here. It's a beautiful building that's been renovated very nicely. A lot of the people comment on how beautiful this church is when they walk into it. People that have seen it in the past are amazed and say it looks better than it did over 100 years ago.
That's so true, Brother Gary. Actually, recently, when we had a neighborhood appreciation day in celebration of our 10-year anniversary, I actually had some guests that used to come to the previous building, and they said back then they were scared to use the balcony and the stairs because it was a little bit run down, and they were totally amazed by the renovation the Iglesia Ni Cristo did, and making it really a glory to God,
Right.
For a place of worship.
And I will say, I was the first person to be baptized in this building, and
Yes.
second to be married in this building.
Yes, and
my wife, Sharon.
congratulations on your wedding, by the way. Yes, and Brother Gary.
Hold on, I'm sorry, Sister Kay. I just this just popped in my mind. I just have to know this. How many years have you been married now, Brother Gary?
6 months to the day I got married in this
6
church.
months. Wow,
6 months to the day.
congratulations. Wow. Wow, I'm very happy for you. Congratulations.
30
Sister
more
Kat?
years to go. At least.
100 more years to go.
Oh.
Thank you, Brother Gary. And ever since our chapel has been present here in this neighborhood, we also had the opportunity to do a lot of community service and outreach in this neighborhood. And not only in this neighborhood, but as a congregation, helping out with other organizations like the food bank and even like blood donation and also different activities like cleanup drives. And in fact, Sister Vanessa was a strong part of the food bank volunteer service that we did for INC Giving. Could you elaborate on that, Sister Vanessa?
Oh, yes. I remember volunteering recently with my father, who is now a Bible student with me, about the Corpus Christi Food Bank, and we did so much work, but it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it.
And there's something about volunteering together with your family that makes it like a bonding time and a quality time together while helping the community, right?
Yes, very much so.
Thank you, Sister Vanessa. So those are just some of the experiences that our brethren have had here in our congregation, Brother Justin, Sister Wendy.
Wow, again, I love how I'd say invested. There we go. I love how invested these brethren are in the local congregation, especially especially you, Brother Gary. You have so much history in this local congregation. Even you, as someone who's been who's been inside the church for not that long, you seem so hungry for the history of the local congregation, and you also have your very own milestones. Once again, congratulations on your marriage, 6 months, and also you yourself, Sister Vanessa. And I also love how we are talking about INC giving activities and also connecting with the community. And I can't believe that we're already halfway through our show and we haven't yet announced our question of the night. So to our viewers and listeners, if you haven't already, please go ahead and answer our question of the night, which is, how do you connect with your community? So please, so to our viewers and listeners, please give your answers in our live YouTube chat, and we'll be sure to answer at some point during our show. So to our viewers and listeners, how do you, excuse me, to our viewers and listeners, how do you connect with your community? And speaking of connecting with our communities, we do have someone from over there, I think over there from the Philippines that are with us for their INC giving activity. But before we go ahead and go to them, I want to ask you, Sister Wendy, are there a lot of ways that you like to connect with your community?
Absolutely. And one of the many ways is volunteering, which I'm really glad to hear, Sister Vanessa, that you've been really strong in getting involved in volunteering. It really makes Corpus Christi not only beautiful on the environment, but it's also you, everyone there, making. Yes, volunteering is definitely one of the bigger ways to. We also had a cleanup as well here in Houston, where we went to the park and then helped clean up the park. It was very nice to connect with people there, but at the same time, also giving back as well. How about you, Brother Justin? How do you communicate or how do you connect with the community?
So I myself, I actually work in community engagement. So I'm kind of cheating because I kind of have to, but but in the profession I'm in, I work with a lot of community members that are telling me a lot of their needs, whether it be for they themselves or for their own livelihood. Like for me, I work in a recreation facility, and they're always coming to me like, Justin, we really love how the food bank comes here every month. Thank you so much for helping us out with that. Thank you so much for helping us host a lot of these events. That way, I'm not staying at home a lot. So that's one way I like to connect with the community. But hopefully, but I do like to reach out to other ways of connecting with my community voluntarily, not just inside the church, but there are a lot of organizations out there also working with those organizations, and especially for the church. And while we are talking about that, let's go ahead and check in with our correspondent from over the Philippines. I'm not sure where. So I hope we have a Beatrice Mercado. Are you with us? Beatrice Mercado? Okay. Okay, well, Beatrice Mercado, are you ready? Yes. Okay.
Mga sa lahat ng nakikinig sa atin sa INCRadio. Lalo tayo ngayon dito sa Gloriano Partana, Caloocan City, kung saan isinagawa ang INCBW Medical and Dental Mission. Pero hindi lamang po dental and medical mission ang pinapakigay natin, meron din po mga nagpe-perform para sa mga kababayan natin. Ito po ay kinasabikay na daluhan ng mga kababayan natin na mula pa po sa iba't ibang parte dito sa Caloocan City. Kaya po sa mga kababayan natin na malapit dito sa area, pwede po po tayo pagkabol at po pa po ng tanghali. Yan po muna ang aming mga latest update mula po dito sa Caloocan City. Maraming salamat po, INCRadio at back to po.
Wow, thank you so much, Sister Trixie. I think it looks like Sister Trixie. Yes, so sorry about that. So, Sister Trixie, and thank you so much for giving us that update over there for the INC giving activity in the district of Caloocan North. But before we let you go, do you have any greetings and shoutouts for us?
Binabati po namin ang aming tagapagsiwa ng distrito, kapatid na Ariel Bersaga. Ganyan din po sa katiwayan ng Kapisan ng Sambayan, ang kapatid na Roadman Ibanez. Ganyan din po sa aming district multimedia advisor, ang kapatid na Brian Lapp.
Okay, thank you so much, Sister Trixie, and y'all have fun over there in your INC giving activity. Thank you so much. And for our viewers and listeners, that was Sister Trixie from the district of Caloocan North over there in the Philippines. And they were just giving us some wonderful updates on their INC giving activity. And she was also giving greetings to their district supervising ministers over there in that part of the world. Now, Sister Kat, as we go back to you, so I know that since Corpus Christi just had their anniversary celebration, of course, there were ways that y'all had to celebrate. Is that right?
Yes, Brother Justin. Actually, one of the ways that we really wanted to share our celebration of having been established 10 years as a local congregation in Corpus Christi was by conducting an INC Giving Neighborhood Appreciation Day. And during that time, we were able to invite people in the neighborhood. And in fact, Brother Ray, our head deacon, will elaborate more on that. Brother Ray, what can you say about our celebration?
Yeah, in connection with our 10th anniversary, what we did is before the INC Giving or the Neighborhood Appreciation Day, we have our evangelical mission, large-scale evangelical mission, which was very successful. We have so many guests, almost 20 guests. And then after that, the next day, Saturday, we conducted to show our love and care for our neighbors around the chapel. We conducted our neighborhood appreciation day, and we have so many guests that attended that event, and we were able to extend our help to them, and they were very appreciative. And some of them are interested, in attending our Bible studies and attending the worship service as well.
Thank you, Brother Ray. Brother Justin, Sister Wendy.
Yeah, and I'd love to hear what was your most memorable part of the celebration, because that is a very wonderful way to celebrate, not only to celebrate this huge milestone, but also giving back and share the celebration with even more people. So just wanted to hear, like, what was your most memorable part of the Neighborhood Appreciation Day?
Um, the most memorable part is when I talk to the visitors and they express their willingness to uh, attend our other activities like our Bible studies, our worship services, and that for me is very important because we are able to share our faith through that, but showing their first our care, our love, and that will start them to get interested in becoming a member eventually.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. That's very encouraging, to be able to share the message across. And Brother Justin, there were actually some photos that were just sharing. Would you like to talk just a little bit about the photos that we just saw?
Yes, so those photos, since this discussion was a lot about the INC Giving Neighborhood Appreciation that they had, and as well as a lot of the ways that we connect to our community, especially with the brethren over there in Corpus Christi. The photos that we just saw were actually from our previous INC Giving activity from back in October, during the uh, it was during the food bank drive over at the Coastal Bend Food Bank, and I actually had a lot of fun at that activity. How about you, Sister Kat? Do you remember that?
Oh, yes, actually, that was the INC Giving me and Sister Vanessa participated in, right, Sister Vanessa? And that was your first time being able to join in, like, in the food bank. What was that experience like for you?
That experience was really uplifting and enriching for me. I really enjoyed it. I got a chance to connect with the brethren as well as the community.
Thanks, Sister Vanessa. And also that was the time your dad was there with us too.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh
Brother
wait, I think I'm remembering meeting your dad now, Sister Vanessa.
Yes.
Okay,
and
so, oh, I'm sorry.
oh no, and we were so thankful that all the other brethren from different local congregations also came to Corpus Christi to help out at the Coastal Bend Food Bank. So thank you, Brother Justin.
I saw the district minister there.
Oh, the district minister was
Yeah,
there.
the pictures.
Okay, so now since this broadcast is highlighting the local congregation's 10th anniversary celebration, after celebrating the anniversary with all these activities and also listening to some of the history of this local congregation, what are you looking forward to for yourself and in this local congregation?
Um, for our local congregation, our hope is that we can even increase in number in our membership in the future, and also to be able to have a further reach into our coastal bend community, because here in Corpus Christi, we're comprised of three different counties, like and nearby cities and towns that we would love to extend our missionary works to. How about you, Sister Vanessa?
I'm looking forward to seeing more brethren come into the church, and as well as seeing my dad get baptized. That would be a great occasion.
Wow, that is amazing. And we're so happy that her dad is participating in our activities. What about you, Brother Gary?
Yeah, I'd like to see more membership too. You know, INC is a worldwide mission, so I'd like to see non-Filipinos as well as Filipinos, like non-Filipinos like myself and Vanessa, to join our church.
Yes. Brother Ray, any final words?
Yeah, I of course would like us growing in number, not only with brethren moving from other local congregation to our congregation, but we need to continue to share our faith. Let's continue to share the good news and the news of for salvation. Uh, Continue to invite people to listen to the words of God through our various missionary activities, evangelical missions, our worship services, so that way we can have more converts and we'll have more members here in Corpus Christi. And I think that will be make us more successful in so many ways. And of course, with the blessings coming from our Almighty God.
Thank you, Brother Ray. Brother Justin, Sister Wendy?
Yes, thank you all. So thank everyone over there in Corpus Christi for joining us in tonight's broadcast. And once again, happy 10th anniversary. And again, thank you to also our viewers and listeners for tuning in with us here at INCRadio Texas Satellite Studio. And before we wrap up our show, let's go ahead and see who was tuning in with us. Like looks like we have a Joey Caldejon from the Lake Jackson Group Worship Service tuning in with us. We have our district CFO overseer, but the Matt Carl Talents, who's been tuning in with us as well. And then we have a comment from Lauren De Mesa, who says, "Hello, Brother Chody," who's tuning from over there from Tomball, Texas. And we also have Lizette Manansala, who's tuning in from Houston, Texas. And we have Malu Alvarez, who's tuning in from San Antonio, Texas. We also have one of our um, to one of our ministers in the district, Brother Ricky Bravo, who's tuning in, I believe, from Sugarland. And we have tuning in from Silicon Valley, California, Sister Jill Navasca. And we also have some comments that are also answering our question of the day from our ministerial worker, Brother Ron DeMace. And I believe he celebrated his birthday recently. So happy birthday, Brother Ron. He's saying, I support. He says I support small coffee shops. Okay, there we go. I support some small local businesses like coffee shops where I can be regular and eventually share my faith with those in those places. And we also have Olivia Castillo, who says some of the activities we have done in the local of Houston, we're singing for seniors, firefighters appreciation, neighborhood appreciation, and blood donation drive. And we also have one of our resident ministers here, Brother Armand David, who says offer extra help, lend a helping hand to those in need within your community, like our INC giving activity, much like what we were talking about. And lastly, we have Irene Taliogo, who says, how do we connect with our community? By participating in the community events through volunteering. Thank you so much, Sister Irene, for sharing that with us. And once again, thank you to our viewers and listeners for tuning in with us here on INCRadio Texas Satellite Studio. And once again, happy anniversary to the local congregation of Corpus Christi. And before we wrap up our show, to our viewers and listeners, we can never forget to thank our district CFO overseer, Brother Matt Carl Talons, our assistant district minister, Brother Chody Sampson, our district supervising minister, Brother Noel Calitativo, our station manager, Brother Wally Taray, our executive producer, Brother Emmanuel Endaya, our CEBSI CEO and CFO coordinator, Brother Angelo Aranio V. Manalo, and of course, we can never forget to thank our beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. To our viewers and listeners, don't forget to subscribe to our INC Radio YouTube channel. That's INC Radio DZEM 954. And we will see you next time on INC Radio Texas, which is every Friday at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, or every Friday at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.